Hello, hello, everybody, and welcome. In fact, the music's not
Hello?
loud enough. I need like a little bit more music.
You're gonna turn it up, and then someone's gonna complain right away.
Whatever. I actually haven't turned it up yet. I think it's just a really quiet. I turned it up one spot.
This is Josh on the screen still.
Josh has become. Oh, shut up for us. Josh has become our little, pet. He's become our little friend. Josh is here to give us moral support. Don't we all still love Josh? And Jake already abandoned us. He didn't even wait for his typical time. He's just like, fuck this game. I'm out. And he left. So, how's your boys' day and whatnot go? How was your week? How was your everything? How's everything going?
Scott, you haven't flipped your camera on and off yet.
That's okay. I mean, we all get the point, right?
Well, I was just letting you know.
Do you really want to see me yapping the whole time, or?
I mean, no, but like sometimes you have to we have to take losses for the betterment of the stream.
I mean, isn't my voice the best part of me?
Speaking of taking losses for the betterment of the screen, is it going to be mostly selling Jake this round? I totally forget. I mean,
actually, I think we weren't done with you yet.
Really?
What, is that what it was?
No, we were on Jake's event phase.
Yeah, I thought it was Jake. Yeah, you were still beating up Jake, and then it was going to go to Cell.
You will probably get some gaming.
I doubt it. So I have to ask, like, am I gonna get some actual game time, like in the last 30 minutes when I'm barely conscious and kind of drooling on my keyboard, or?
I mean,
because I mean,
I don't. It's not my fault that.
Because what's gonna happen is you're gonna drone on for a couple of hours doing your RP thing, which is great, good for you. People apparently like that. We all like different things. But so you're gonna do that. I'm gonna be brain dead, and then all of a sudden Scott's gonna be like, "Hey Nick, here's this critical kingdom thing. You need to make a decision now at 2:00 in the morning."
Nick, is that your excuse for throwing the head at the tax collector?
I think it is.
Oh yeah, no.
Formal excuse.
I make no excuse. I will own that. Okay.
Okay. Oh, that's funny.
You're coming in from doing this massive mission out in Eldamar. Let me be standing here. Oh, you're late and I'm waiting. Fuck you. That's what that was. I'm a fucking warlord.
Oh my god.
Go fucking wait in line.
Holy shit. You're a funny dude.
I mean, he tries.
God, I gotta. Yeah, I was just looking at my.
For the record, I'm over here laughing too.
I'm stalling for Jake to come back. So my next kingdom turn, Tesla gets to put his +10 into another kingdom stat, and I could have like an 81 stability with 8 unrest.
Ooh, 8 unrest.
Yeah, so I would be at an 89 stability without the unrest. Which my control DC is a 55, to be clear. So it would be a bit absurd.
I mean, I'm fine with you getting a lot of unrest. Oh, by the way, Nick, did you see that you won the level 3 hype train kingdom thingy?
I think I did. I did hear about that. It was by like the 2 messages from Joey being like, so am I making a replacement for Eric? And I was like, we haven't confirmed he's dead yet. I haven't confirmed it. Until I have his dead little broken Hafue body in my hands, I will not replace him. Or if I feel the pain of not having him for one more set of kingdom rolls.
Well, the what the hell was I gonna say? Well, actually, I don't know what my response was. Sorry, I was busy focused on the chat and Cell saying dumb stuff and getting demodded and all that.
I did get.
Nah,
It did happen.
I got distracted too. Jake just sat down, and I was like, "Look at that beard! Look at it. It's majestic.
Oh, thanks, man.
Just there,
Thanks.
untamed."
I mean, I keep it pretty trim. I appreciate it. Oh, no, not. It's very tame. Nick, it's a good beard, Nick. It's a good beard, Nick. Nick, it's a good beard.
I mean, I feel like you probably you're at the point where like I'm at, where I'm like, oh man, if my beard gets too long, then I've got these like patches of white hair.
What? No, it does not happen. No. There's no
I'm not
white
salt and
hair.
peppering gracefully. It's coming in splotches.
There's no white hair anywhere. No white hair anywhere.
Once more with feeling.
I totally did not shave my beard. You can see it right here on cam. You can see right on the screen. It is majestic and beautiful. It is right there.
You still
It
having
looks-
picture camera?
It looks majestic and beautiful.
What is wrong with you? I'm trying to get to mod view, but I have things blocking my view.
What's
because my
blocking your
desk was
view?
not clean. I can't have Red Bull that I needed that I haven't thrown away yet.
Can I tell you how Josh smells right now?
How does he smell? You're so weird. Unbelievable.
Given that facial expression from both of you, like disappointment.
Oh, it's not inaccurate.
Alright. So
All
we
right,
left off
let me
with
fix
Jake.
this. Let me fix. I'm just fixing my camera real quick.
Oh, there's a Scott.
Hola. ¿Qué pasa? The issues with my camera is just like tilting slowly down. It's like, yeah, we're just gonna eventually fall down. It's like a counterweight. Oh shit! I just made it worse. Oh shit!
All right.
All right.
I guess I can.
1,000 times better. A little cricket, but barely. Okay, cool. Hi. Hi, everybody. How we doing? Good? Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Chat's always good.
How you doing, Jake? Hanging in there,
I'm
buddy?
alright. How are you? Yeah, yeah.
I got me a nice tall Foster's, so I'm doing terrific. We should actually do that.
Do you actually have a Foster's?
For Jake's birthday, we should have all gotten Foster's.
I don't even think you can get them here.
Wait, what's a Foster's? Oh, I suppose you're young enough. You didn't grow up with those commercials.
Is it a beer?
It is a very gross beer that's sold in the United States as being an Australian beer, even though most Australians don't take claim to it. You know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But either way,
You might find it in one of those like import stores, you know what I mean? But you will not find it in just your regular bottle shop.
yeah. I mean, it's like when you go abroad and you order like pancakes American, and like you just get pancakes that are inside of a pool of syrup, and they're literally it is literally a vat of syrup that your pancakes are sitting in. Depending on what country you're in, absolutely it's a thing, because that's the idea is that we eat pancakes in vats of syrup.
I don't like syrup. I always eat my pancakes with like sugar or with powdered sugar and butter on top.
I mean, if it's
But
a
I'm
good
weird, like-
pancake, I just need butter. If it's a mediocre pancake, I need syrup. If it's a bad pancake, I need a beer. So
That's disgusting.
it's a bad pancake. Can't get
Oh,
much
because
worse.
it's beer.
Yeah.
Ah,
But-
beer's nasty.
By the way, Nick's
Oh.
audio just died. Oh, but we were about to get started.
It's fine. He doesn't need a year. All right, I'll summarize the last session.
Yeah, Nick, just smile and nod. Just like what was that guy on the Tom Green show?
He dropped to fix his audio, presumably.
Should we just like slide your camera over and allow Josh to be the
Yeah,
PC? Oh, where is he?
that's the way to do it.
There he is. And Josh just got promoted. Welcome back to the campaign.
Welcome to War Monger.
All right, there we go.
Which way? Did it lean this way?
Yeah, you have to lean
I
that
do.
way. And then we're good. Cool.
All right. It's good. My mic's right here. It's closer to me now.
All right.
Oh, I can.
It's still an improvement. We can all agree it's still an improvement. Still, I hope he pops by. So he's like, almost perfect.
Last session on Warmonger.
Go ahead.
Was it? Did Nick go? He started last session, right?
Bro, I had such a weird week with 2 of my campaigns being canceled. I don't remember.
Joey, where's the recap? No, I think Nick started last session and finished his like event. I think he had like 1 or 2 events, and then we went to.
Yeah.
Then we did Jake's. Jake's. Yeah, well, because he had to talk to Galtma. He had a big talk with Galtma, and then we did Jake's part of the session, or most of it, or half of it, about where Jake did all of his kingdom rolls. He got the negotiations with North. He did so well. He didn't just drop it from heavy to normal. He dropped it from normal to light, meaning he only gets a 5% tax, which is huge.
5%, that's nothing.
That's really nothing. It's like gonna be like 2 to 3 BP.
That's nothing. Just wait till it
So-
happens to you guys soon. Wait till Jake's turn when he gets to his events. Oh, it's gonna be great.
Why do you keep saying this? Just let it be a surprise.
Oh,
okay?
surprise, Jake! You're gonna have events.
I've had events.
Oh, he thought I needed to surprise you about having events. I know, so I was
No,
confused.
I do have, I think, 2 events left to do. So
Only 2?
I don't know. We did like 6.
Oh, that sounds like a gross exaggeration. What events have you done so far?
I've done all of your events. It's only my events that I have left.
What are your events?
And
Sorry.
random.
Masumi's one, and I think there was one more.
I have one.
This one.
Varix gets a message from the sending stone.
Yeah.
Why don't you do that one first then? Go ahead. Send you a little message from the sending stone.
I wrote this out because I had free time. I just gotta find it. Warmonger notes. Wonderful. All right, you get this message, Jake. I will be at Kabe in 2 days. Prepare to meet with Oraculi. New information on the Ashen Orc. I need advice. It's 25 words exactly. You get that message from Tessel.
Can you say that again? It was a little bit too fast.
I'll you know
Like,
what?
legitimately, I was like, where are you meeting again?
Kabe. It's his capital.
Oh, his capital. Oh, okay, never mind. I get it then. Never mind. Oh, cool. Thank you.
25 words exactly, I think.
All right,
I
perfect.
wrote it last night. Yeah, I spoke with Galtma, and I got I'm kind of dying. I think slowly. I think that's what I got out of the message. Unsure. Currently.
Okay. So, do you want to do that? Like, Jake, this is you. Do you want to do that first, or?
Yeah, we can do that first. That's fine.
Just steal my pocket, Josh.
Oh, sorry. Do you want? Did you want Josh back? Here you go.
Yeah, it's my Poke Josh. He's like Pikachu.
Oh, sorry. There you go.
Yeah.
So I didn't realize he was keeping you company. I was gonna put him elsewhere on the stream, but never mind. I'm so sorry.
No, that's what I like. Not everything I do, I have a Josh to skin.
Can we clip that and send it to Josh, please? What the fuck? Okay. So why don't we do your little RP first before we jump into the other thing? That way we can start the session with Cell.
I hate you.
All right. Go ahead, sir.
I hate my. Why? So yeah. You get
Maybe
that
you
message.
just have the most interesting kingdom. That's all it is.
You send me you can send me 25 words back if you need to say anything
Okay.
Okay.
before we meet, in case you want to preface anything. Just okay.
Hold
Sounds
on.
legit.
Is okay one word or two?
1.
One.
Sure.
Yes. Scott, type okay out real quick, please.
It's so like
Scott.
it's so distinctly sounds like two were okay.
It's 2 syllables.
Yeah, but it's also Varix. I feel like it's.
Yeah, but no one. It's spelled just O and K, not
Like
O
Varix
dot
is so
K
bad at
dot.
spelling, he uses too many words to send this message.
Well, I think I hear what he's saying, so I don't get like a robotic text-to-speech translation of it. But that would be funny if that's how this ending worked.
You guys have a more powerful.
I have to
settings
rebuff this. Varix has an int of 12. All right, he can spell.
I mean, but is he educated? Because it's not really based off intelligence, it's also education, right? Like, like
You are from
not
the place in the
really.
world with the least amount of
Yeah.
education.
like
That is
like
true.
if anybody was walking behind the 3 party members here, no one would be surprised if Varix like scratched his ass and then sniffed it. You know what I'm saying? Like
God.
nobody would be surprised. As a matter of fact, it'd be one of those things where if somebody else did it, they'd be like, "What? My world has fallen apart." So, anyways, what do we
What's your linguistics? I have a 1 point in linguistics actually.
Nick? What's your linguistics?
Linguistics is 3. I have 2 ranks in it.
I don't fill any of that stuff out on my character sheet.
He had to actively put ranks into linguistics to be to speak, read and write languages. Nick, you don't have ranks in it.
Probably not.
It's a skill.
I don't know.
How would he have it? He only has 2 languages, right? It's Perrin and Kirk.
He has 3 languages, but the linguistic
Oh.
skill, yeah. Nick's total modifier is 1. Nick is actually the least linguist.
I have a +3 as well.
That works for me.
Actually,
That's
I because I have a 12 imp or 14 imp, I actually normally have a 16 imp nowadays. With oh, we have to roll for HP.
You guys leveled after last
Love.
session. Oh, I forgot about that.
We did. Us 10. It was such a lame level.
Level 10 is really lame.
Yeah,
It's true.
11 kind of explodes a little though.
Well, if you're a spellcaster, we're like.
It was actually it was
full
great
bab.
because I finally was like,
yeah,
I'm gonna
yes,
go, I'm gonna do my levels before the session, and I look, and literally all I did was update some fucking skill points on my shit because there was nothing because it was
Yeah.
such a dead level.
Listen, if you think this is a dead level, all right, I don't know what Cavalier gets, but my next level is Swashbuckler. Doesn't give me anything. It just increments abilities.
Well, there you go. Good job.
Oh, actually, never mind. Level 11 gives me deeds. Huzzah! I think I get the monk ability to give me a +20 to acrobatics checks, and I add my
Cool
level
story,
to them now. So
Cool
Scott, no, I'm saying it to Scott so I can jump like in 5e if he gets mad at me.
Yeah, that was good. I'm glad.
hate you, Nick.
Glad we heard that.
Why are you like this? Why are you just
Because according to Viking, he's a cunning linguist.
Yes. Conolingus?
Yeah.
Oh, did you clear the chat archive?
I don't do that.
You cleared the chat archives. I was gonna go check if I rolled for Nakto's HP or not. But now I can't. Now I have to do a dice average and see if it makes sense or not.
Well, I had to clear. Sorry. You gave Nick the task to verify the stats, and I couldn't do it. I wanted you to have the opportunity for everybody to just have to trust what you said.
Why are you like this?
Everybody has to trust your count. That
Six. They should.
they
But-
should exactly. Now they can't second guess you.
True. That's a fact. You
Oh,
hear
I
that,
got a
chat?
good HP roll, so I'm happy.
All right. Good job, Jake.
Okay.
Jake, what's
I
your?
definitely
Oh, that was
that
sexy.
was for my bird. That
Oh,
was for my bird. That's not even for me.
did. Why would you roll for your bird first?
Have you seen my first rolls?
Oh God. Hey, chat. If you want to be nice, I
Oh,
really could use
pander.
it more than 4 HP.
Pandering. Pandering. Look at this kid.
I already have the. Oh my God. Naito took an L as well.
yeah, like brother, huh?
I rolled a 2.
Disappointments.
Jesus.
Does anybody want to? Does anybody? What is it? A Winifred's? No, it's a. What is it called?
It is winning.
8 of the Martyr. No,
No,
does
it's
anybody want to
Eight
toss
of
an
Martyr.
8 of the Martyr to give him a reroll on this? Anybody want to show him a little bit of love? It's up to you.
It's a
You don't
9
have
for
to. I think this guy walks
You know-
around with too many V's on him.
I probably will be fine, but you know.
This kid is just a giant walking V. So we don't need to give him a reroll. Oh, for sell.
Thank you. I get a reroll. I want to press this button.
That's funny. Me and my
I rolled
Oh, yes! That's amazing!
one. I lost 2 HP.
Okay,
I
now...
have a D10.
No, we don't give him another one. Don't give him that. Give one to
No,
Nick.
just-
Nick needs a decent one.
It's okay. I appreciate the effort. I'll lose my 2 HP. Oh my god. that's
Jake,
so
anybody else you need to level up or what have you? Or nah? Because you still never got a cohort.
Joey already did it. I do have a cohort.
Which one's...
Assuming.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. With my con stone on, I have 87 HP, so it's not terrible. Viking. I don't owe you daddies. But listen, next time there's a poll.
So the
and I'm
only
gonna-
daddy that you have to talk to right now is Varix, okay? Okay? The only daddy you have to
So-
talk to is Varix.
I have to do, I think, 4 rolls for Zara's animal companion because I haven't leveled that thing up a bunch of times. So that's what I'm going to do now.
You're doing, what was it for Zara?
4 rolls for animal companion because I checked and he was like level 3. So
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Go ahead. Ooh, why can't
One.
you roll that for yourself? Why should we be at 9?
I know.
I guess 10, 8, 9, 7.
Holy shit!
Oh my god, it was a 9. Does it not have a oh my god! Oh, Jesus.
right.
Well,
Oh,
you said
wow.
3, that's why, because the
Wow.
next number you said was 3. That's why that happened.
Wow.
Jesus, the dice are listening.
That is intense.
So, Nick, does it not have a con modifier?
It does for some. No, it doesn't actually. Wow.
That's weird. So at least you got 30
That's
extra
fine.
health. So,
Yeah, it still has more than Zara because I rolled like garbage for every single one of hers.
poor Zara. I would love to do a session where you guys all play as one of like your cohorts or followers or what have you. You just do a full session as them.
We
That'd be so much
should.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
as like,
great. I want to play a pregnant lady on a bird. It's gonna be great.
well, as like
Doesn't
a
have
follower.
to be Zara.
We could do it as like a follower.
That'd be funny though. You like end a fight and like the fight's over and everybody like runs over like, "Are you okay? Like, did they get you?" Be like, "No, I'm just cramping." You know, like, oh, that'd be great. In the middle of a great RP moment where you just convince like a local lord to like assist your kingdoms in a cause, you just like you just kind of grab Cell's character's hand and put it on your belly, be like, "I can feel him kicking." Like,
You know,
this is
that would
magical.
be-
Like, come on, that'd be
That's
great.
Zara. She would just kind of do like a a horse stance, squat out the kid, throw it on the back of the bird, and keep fighting. That's
She
good.
probably would. Like, Zara's a badass bitch. So yeah, I agree with you.
That would be cool for like a for an interim of like a season. Let's do like a couple session shot.
Yeah, I mean that could be fun. Or if we just did like a whole Patreon campaign was just people playing as your cohorts.
I don't know. I don't listen. I'm in one of those games and I don't trust any of them with my people.
Bro. So it'll be your campaign. You could be Naito.
No, because I feel
You
like
could
I
be
get
the
Naito killed.
ultimate stick in the mud.
I can't play Naito. There's a reason why Naito is the opposite of Tessel because I can't play those characters.
So we could have Joey play Naito.
No. Oh God, no. Please don't. Oh, Viking gave me another reroll. Is that a thing I can do?
He did just now. Yeah.
It's a 9.
Can we reroll Cell
Yes!
again for the memes?
It would be amazing. I would like to see it, but I would like to like supervise it.
That's not how that works. So
65 plus 10.
I would like
75
somebody to
HP.
roleplay Tessel that he intentionally married a spy, and he really is.
I'm not married to anyone.
Going to usurp the throne from Cell.
Holy
What?
shit! I have so much HP now.
Supervise.
All right. Yeah. So let's kind of get into the actual game because it's what we all want to be. That's what we're all here for, right?
True.
All right. So, Cell, Jake, you just responded with okay, which is 2 words, of course. And Cell, you go join him there for your little RP to start the session off.
Yeah, the druid's with me, so I assume. Unless, did she follow me, Deshaun? Or did she stay with Galtma? Because I did.
She probably would want to catch up with Galtma for a little while. I remember, obviously, last session there was that like kind of awkward goodbye with Galtma, but obviously she wouldn't be aware of that, so she would go spend time with Galtma to, it's how often does she get the opportunity to be with her old tutor?
Mm-hmm. No, I get it. Yeah, she wanted Cole, right?
Yes, Cole.
Has she considered yet? This is off topic, but has she considered yet of staying in my clan, or is that still like a maybe future scenario?
You mean staying in it as like a permanent member? It's one of those things where that's probably one of the things she's talking about Galtma about, because obviously, again, that's something that she takes advice from, but also kind of a leader of hers. So
yeah, cool. I just want to know because I want to build her something, I guess, to mark her shamanness at some point.
Completely understands. Absolutely. So why don't we have you, and how big of a group and who's going with you to travel into visiting Jake?
It's just I guess we don't actually ever leave alone even when we're walking in our own lands or outlet lands. So it is probably just me riding with like a couple personal guard members.
Okay, no problem. I mean, honestly, it's one of those things where their lands are so united with yours, it's like an extension of your own, It's like if the queen, it's like if the queen were to come to the United States, sure, some MI6 or whatever would be with her because MI6 is a real thing. But also you would have a bunch of Secret Service and whatnot would be there as well. So you can imagine as you go over there, Jake's guards are with you. Like, if anything were to happen to you, it would be a mark against Jake's honor,
Yeah, for fun, I guess, little factoids. I don't know how many people actually even looked at the thing I posted in Warmonger Spoils a couple of weeks ago, being the Fenny Tower Record stuff. But we have I don't actually never posted this, but we have, I guess I have my the leader of the Royal Guard with me, which is Zealous, my halfling, my halfway that wields I think a maul. A small maul.
A small maul?
Yeah.
Small
maul. Small maul.
Small maul.
So he 2 hands a small maul as a halfling. So it's a funny character.
Okay.
But yeah, I guess I meet with wherever we want to meet in your kingdom, Jake.
Jake, I'll allow you to set the scene in your fucking castle and describe the room and what have you, so we can set the scene, and also describe who each of you, after you're done with that, who each of you bring to the actual meeting. Go ahead.
Right. You'll probably be welcomed into the newly built castle, which I described last week. But more importantly, into the throne room, where I have my own throne, and it is a large bone throne with the ashen boar, the skull on the wall above the throne. But the only people in the throne room are Daelric and the Aurorum. Oh, and Mara. Mara is there as well.
And I have my people probably stay outside the castle.
So, or Daelric or Aurorum. Who is the other one?
Mara.
Oh, Mara. Gotcha.
So I'm entering in there alone to your throne room. And I'm actually, I look tired, but I'm actually looking in like I guess a kind of awe, but more of like, slightly of awe, but of like, I'm absorbing into architecture, like the design of it. It is it's a beautiful keep, Daelric.
Thank you, Shadow Tessel. You are the first warlord other than myself to see it. Been working for this for a long time now.
It's been like a year since I remember talking about the setup for this.
Something like that. So you have some Something of importance that you wish to discuss regarding myself?
I have found out information about the nature of the Ashen Orc.
Eric's looks over at both Mara and the Oraculi. His expression is pretty stone-faced.
Okay.
But then he looks back to you and he says, where did you come to find this information?
You remember Atlid Galtma from the north, the one that provoked you?
Yes, I remember.
She is a powerful and influential shaman of Krillin.
See?
And a shaman that visited me advised me to meet with this Galtma back to understand my condition. I kind of give you a look. And to deal with the elemental of fire and death.
The Varys will look to the Oraculi and Mara and allow you to talk to them for a second while I get a very important phone call.
Okay.
Yes.
So more or less, he just goes up hasty-eyed and bored because he's so used to listening to Tesla talk so often that he's just kind of like,
Yeah. Yep. But I guess what was it?
Good.
The Galtma did some sort of ritual, some sort of magic. She pulled the elements of the beings that are within me out of the negative energy and of fire.
Mm-hmm.
She said that I have to pick one or fuse them together or I will die. My light will... She described it as a candle and lighting it on both ends. You are burning it out twice as fast. She said that this was how the Ashen Orc was made. The people of the Vidoran Empire experimented on Crook to try and control them. They were practitioners of spirits of the negative energy of death. Oh shit, those are good rolls. Of the negative energy and of death. Together, they make ash. She said that I won't necessarily become like the Ashen Orc if I confuse these. She also dissuaded me from that path. We can all take our assumptions. She is a shaman of Krillin. She favors Krillin.
Did you say the Ashen Orc was made?
Yes.
You can see a degree of
by who?
discomfort. You can see the degree of discomfort or whatever from the two that are at your side. They don't say anything yet, because obviously you're going to speak first in this matter. But you can see that there's an understanding from each of them.
I told you parts of the story, Varix, when we explored the tomb. I had Lenny examine the crown with his magics and connection to the Arcane Congress. And I researched it in the north, but an empire, the Vidoran Empire, was in this land once before. And it stopped the Crook till it caused the Ashen Orc's birth and the Horde. That
Okay.
last part is my guess. The answers are always riddled, and the wise folk make it confusing and hard to understand.
Eric looks agitated, but he'll look to his two advisors.
Mara would go to speak first, but Saren would speak ahead of her, and Saren certainly has the greater right here anyways, since she was replaced as a Rakuli. So she starts off with, this all makes me, and he chimes in being like, this is wonderful news, Warlord. If this is true, if this is truly the birth of an Ashen Orc, the origin of an Ashen Orc, this is a companion of yours that you hold dear to your hearts, not just publicly and before the other clans, but genuinely even when in our meetings, and none of their representatives are around. He says, and he gives you like an affirmative nod to Tessel, just kind of like affirming that, yo, he's your bro, he got your back. And he continues saying, the idea that one of your brothers among the warlords would be able to share such a unique trait as yours, the two of you would be able to rule in Kajinxi as the South rises, as Southern Kajinxi gains in power.
Or Cooley, I have to
That's
stop
tough,
you
yeah.
here.
Yeah, he better, because it was going sideways.
I must research this more, which is why I've spoken to you, but Galtma said that if I combine these spirits in me to be one of Ash, it does not mean I will become like the Ashen Orc. Because she said that I may become like the Ashen Orc, but there could be many different other possibilities of this mixture. I don't think what happened to Varrix's ancestors is the only path, the only outcome.
But the opportunity, he says.
It is. But it is not the only opportunity. She's able to remove one of these two pieces from me.
This is where Mara can't hold it back, and she chimes in at this point and says, "Can it be now? It can be removed."
Yes.
I think this is the correct path, she says, not even looking at you any longer, full on looking at Varrix. And as she says that, before anybody else is even able to chime in, Saren says, "I'm begging your pardon," he says. It's like kind of feigning, like, what's the word I'm looking for here? The politeness of the North, and says, "Absolutely not. What is, you heard what I just said. This is an opportunity for the Ashen Orc to not constantly roam through generations alone, but to have a companion, a brother that he could travel with through time." And she just looks at him like he's a fool. And she doesn't even look at him. She just kind of scrunches up her face like he's a fool. Doesn't bring eye contact with Varrix unless one of you guys chime in.
Varrix says, "Tell me, Saren, when an Ashen Orc dies, another is born. And when one is born before the other dies, then the other quickly meets their end." You see what I'm getting at here?
He nods.
I was told by Galtma that it would not have an effect upon you.
Mara snaps her head your way and says with probably a bit too much of a sting, "And what does this witch know of our ways?"
She lives in the Barren Lands to this day, does she not?
The fact that she happens to live in one location doesn't mean she is those people. She is not an Oraculi. And Saren chimes in and says, "And neither are you."
Shit.
Spicy.
If nobody else chimes in, she
I wasn't
takes
expecting so much conflict when I came here.
she takes that verbal lash and then looks back specifically at Varrix and says, "Warlord, I think your instincts are among the same line of thought as mine. This could be unrelated, but is it worth the chance? Unless your goal in life was just to bring Densho to the fruition that it is, though you've never felt the calling of what was supposed to be your purpose, perhaps this was it. something mild. Perhaps this is the turning point of the history of Kajinksi and the history of the Karak. Or perhaps, and Siren will kind of again chime in and say, oh, enough of that. We know that his purpose has not been fully seen or understood yet. But what's to say that his purpose isn't to help propagate the exact Ashen Orc as he is now? We can all agree that he hasn't found his purpose yet. Nobody's heard the calling yet. And he says, looking to you and giving you like an affirmative kind of look, like, obviously, I understand this. Like she's being dumb. Do either of you chime in at all or no?
Not about to take a witch's word. You should look into it, Saren. Mara, you are the lawkeeper. See what you can find in regards to this, whatever empire it was.
She nods and says, before anything else can be said or done, I don't know anything of this original ritual that you were talking about beforehand, inside of a crypt or anything else. You're telling me that there are 2 different types of planes. I'm not entirely sure what that even means. You're telling me that there's a creature of ash that could be made. I understand the implications of what that is. Anybody would have to be a fool to think otherwise. And then continuing on, she says, but what is this original ritual?
He takes like a deep breath. As he was told by Galtma to embrace this path that I've walked instead of, being scared of it. 3 years ago, when I first did my rebellion against Kohai, I failed, as the stories are told, so I'm sure they've been heard here in Densho as well. In the tomb that I was sent down, the story says I found the crown and walked out a different man, a better one, a stronger one. In truth, I found a being of shadow, a corporeal creature. On his head, the crown I took, it called to me. I fought this creature as it awoke, and we killed each other. It performed some sort of ritual in our death and combined our souls, its soul into mine. It tried to take my body, I think, but I don't know. It's a confusing time.
That was it?
Yeah, I mean,
All
explain the ritual. I mean, I don't know what happened. I don't know the ritual.
I just didn't know if you were done talking. So she nods, understanding, and turns to you, to Varix, and says, Varix, not Varix, she says, Densho Varix, if you're to a point, if you're asking me to advise you with research as to what needs to be done with this, you're asking the wrong individual. You need somebody with competence, she says, not looking past you, but definitely you hear that tone, the voice being thrown over your shoulder. You would need competence in this matter. And truth be told, nobody in this room is the person to answer these questions. I suggest Gartesh.
She might know about the ritual.
Gartesh has a deeper understanding of creatures like what he's discussing.
Lenny, as I explained earlier with finding the information of the Vodoran Empire, Lenny has an ability to peer into legends with this skill, with some connections to Arcane Congress. If you come with me back to Fenitaru, Ferrix, we may be able to discover more information on this.
I will accompany you. And Gartesh will also.
Lenny is knowledgeable on creatures of other planes.
Yes, well, Gartesh is knowledgeable in magic that we use. I would like her to work with Lenny in working out what this could be. Mara, I have another job for you then. I once asked you to look into the Ashen Boar, which I understand you attempted and failed. You will go out again.
Sauron snickers.
You will find the link. We know that its tusks have properties which we are still yet to discover what we can be used for, but more than that, this makes me think of what those Triaxians said so long ago. Find this link between myself and it. May explain some things, make things a little bit easier in trying to figure out what is happening to Shadow Tessel. You may have all the resources you need to get it done, and you will get it done.
Shinad says, I assume you want me to leave immediately?
Yes.
And what if this expedition takes months? My responsibilities here.
It's a good question, but this is of the utmost importance right now.
What's his name? Sauron says, I know of a fair substitute that could easily replace her.
No, you don't, Sauron.
He raises an eyebrow but doesn't say anything.
Mara, you will not go alone. You will wait here until the starting of the next month. By then, you will have all the help and support you need, and you will embark.
She nods and says, I guess that gives me time to get things in order for my absence.
Well, then you better start.
That sounds like I leave the room immediately, so she does, bows and walks out.
Oh,
That leaves the three of
Shadow
you.
Tessel,
Barracks.
I will accompany you to your homeland. How long am I expected to stay?
Let me check the spell description. I think it's like a couple minutes. Is all Lenny needs to cast a spell. You can leave within the same day you arrive if you do not wish to stay.
Surely we will experience Shadow hospitality for a while.
You are welcome as long as you desire to stay, Warlord Barracks.
Siren, fill in Gartesh on the situation and make ready to travel.
Sauron raises an eyebrow. Warlord, am I coming with
Make
you?
her ready to travel.
Gotcha. I was going to say, I didn't think that the Warlord was going with you, so I was confused for a second.
Do you think it would benefit your Oraculi to see the spots in the tomb?
Maybe that's a Gartesh matter.
He nods.
He'll look to Saren then and say, Saren, as far as I can remember, as far as we trace, the Ashen Orc has always been a member of a direct blood relative. So there is a possibility that what you say is true. If for some reason this could be something that was done to one of my ancestors, same may be done to Shadow Tessel without affecting myself.
Nods.
Think on it. I want you to gather everything you know and try and make sense of this. I will not die to make Tessel into a national.
Odds again, nothing to question or whatnot there, so doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, Varys will dismiss the Oracle.
Sure. As the Oracle is walking out, you actually have another guard pops in. Warlord, a moment.
What is it?
We have a representative from a clan, Ribarodo, that was looking to speak with you.
Warlords check that.
Yeah, go right ahead.
Do I hear this?
Yeah.
Can I help? Okay. Warlords. Knowledge.
Clan Ribarodo is a clan that you really didn't know about. They weren't invited to the north or anything like that. You wouldn't have known about at all. And so Cell, even though you rolled slightly better than him, you actually don't know what the clan is because you've only just entered into the realm of being a middling clan, right? Whereas Jake, you've actually already started receiving reports. So like the map that unlocked to you this month and so on and so forth, you have a lot more details available to you. Clan Ribarodo is on the big map if you're looking at it, the White Clan. It's to the east of the mountains that Shada was just barely starting to embark into, right? So it's not too far away of a clan, though they seem to have walked past Shado and have gone straight to Clan Densho. Okay, so
yeah, we'll let him in.
he looks around and says, "In here, Warlord. I had them in your meeting hall. Would you like to have me redirected here?"
Very size. Let's out like a.
Apologies, Warlord. It's just this place is large and there's many hallways and rooms. It's confusing.
Varys will get up.
Should I wait
The
for you
meeting room,
elsewhere?
that's what these things are used for. I suppose we should use them.
Should I wait for your meeting, Varix?
Yes. Thank you, Tessel.
He gives you a nod.
So when you go in there to see what's going on, you can see that the way that this orc is dressed is clearly looks like a warrior, like not just some emissary or what have you. They do have like a nicer garb and whatnot on that suggests that they are what's what I'm looking for? Like some sort of emissary or whatnot. Sorry, the name emissary left my brain. So yeah. They are wearing garb and whatnot, suggests they're an emissary, but they're definitely obviously warriors, like a soldier of some sort. Like you tell by the way they move, the scars on their face, etc., etc. Like these are Karak, like it's a warrior. So anyways, and he definitely has the colors of the Ribarodo. I think it's how you say it. It's Ribarodo clan on him. And he stands there and gives an appropriate bow, waiting for you to speak to him first.
Emissary, you've come a long way.
He bows and says, "Thank you for taking the time to meet with me, a lowly servant to Clan Ribarodo."
Well, you represent Clan Ribarodo while you are here, do you not?
He bows deeply again and says, "Indeed I do. I am one of the commanders in their army. The general sends his apologies that he was not able to, or war chief, whatever, was not able to come to meet with you directly. I was sent in his stead."
Well, what can we do for you?
Bows again and says, "I came specifically because of rumors that have happened in the past. It is said that there is no love loss between Clan Densho and Clan Zin Quinn. Following these rumors and I have come to explain the plight of Clan Ribarodo and to ask for aid against what is believed to be a mutual enemy.
Continue.
The northern borders of Clan Ribarodo have been tested as of late, not just with those that we believe to be spies, but also actual soldiers marching on our lands, seeing how quick we are to react, or if we will at all. We also share a river, and because of this, we are at the base of the river. We are where it originates from, the source of the water. As you can imagine, Clan Zinquin is not particularly happy with not having first grabs, and the fact that the fish that flow upstream during certain seasons are not as accessible to them. And as the young are making their way down, they populate our fisheries first. I could continue, but Warlord, I think you understand their concerns. Concerns that we have never once broken the laws. We have never poisoned their well. We have never stolen their food. We have never done anything like this. Yet they are showing signs of aggression that they are going to attack. We are but a lowly clan, Clan Ribarodo, not but half the size of your majestic clan. We have only 500 soldiers fully arms trained and prepared to fight. And there is no way we can alone stand against the forces of a clan so great as Zinquin. Their armies at least quintuple ours. If no tactics were used, they would easily defeat us. We come seeking aid from the Ashen Orc, hoping that you can help bolster our numbers, even if you only offered enough to double them. That would be enough with your name, with your clan's flag, that banner waving high in the skies, that they would know where our allegiances lie.
So, you fear open attack by Zinquin. You think they will break the laws set by the north of Kijinxi?
They have not broken any laws, and likely will not do so. If they attack, it'll be open. It'll be a declared war and attack. It is the point of declaration, accusations that we believe they're going to attempt to make against us, that would reduce the likelihood of us getting aid so easily from our nearest allies. This is why we turn to another ally we hope to make.
Speaking of allies, any fight that myself involves themselves in, I have two that also become involved. You should not just be having this conversation with myself, but with Warlord Naren and Warlord Tessel.
He bows very deeply and holds the bow for several seconds, and he stands back up from his bow and says, "Indeed, Warlord, with the blessing of your invitation, I will gladly ask these clans to each offer 500 soldiers to aid in our fight as well. Quadrupling our number will certainly convince Zinquin."
Well, that is interesting. However, we are being attacked. My war chief is currently not even in... he's currently in the Barren Lands, deterring attacks from the south. When we were your size, Zinquin attempted to poison all three warlords. They're unsuccessful. The Grand Diplomat paid for it with his life, and Varix will kind of hit his quarterstaff there with his head on it.
Yep.
And he'll say, "We are busy recruiting ourselves. We don't have the men to send you now. However, I think this is something that we could continue to discuss with Shadow Tessel. He is here. I can have him brought in. I think it would be good to share his opinion.
He bows deeply again. You can roll a sense motive. You get nothing off of him.
I'll send someone to get Tessel.
Yeah, it probably takes a couple minutes because as I'm walking around your castle, examining the structures and the engineering of it, the architecture.
Okay. Tessel shows up.
Warlord Varix. I look to the other person.
He bows deeply and says, Warlord Shadow Tessel, it is an honor to meet you. I am but a lowly servant to Clan Ribarodo. I am Commander Zorfu.
It is good to meet you, Commander Zorfu of Clan Ribarodo.
Bows again. If I may explain to you what I've just been explaining to Warlord Varix here.
He nods.
Go ahead.
You don't have to explain it. I know what's happening, unless you're saying something different.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'll re-explain slightly, and I don't know if Tessel wants to react to that. So he says, I come from Clan Ribarodo, where we believe that we're on the verge of open war, with false accusations pinned against us, against Clan Zinquin, someone who you potentially have prior relations with. Our army is a measly only 500 strong, which is not anywhere near mighty enough to hold back Zinquin's massive armies. We were hoping to come here and speak to the other middling clans of the south and see if you'd be willing to offer units that could double, triple, or even quadruple our own, to let them know the might of a new and deeply bonded alliance between our clans.
I look to Varix for a moment. When he's talking about 500 people.
Yeah, if you look at Varix, you can see he's just stone faced. That's it.
Yeah. I see. Jinquin is a traitorous clan that seeks to destroy any competition that ever desires to prosper in Kajinxi.
He bows.
Clan Shadow does not have 500 troops to provide aid with. We are building our army as we speak. We plan on bolstering it close to that number soon. We could provide aid of 100 at the moment. If this is lasts long enough, we may be able to provide 2 to 200.
He will bow and say, aid of 1 to 200 soldiers would be, warriors, he said, would be deeply appreciated. It's a gesture that I think Clan Ribarodo would rejoice with, rejoice in receiving. I imagine that these are among some of the finest trained soldiers that Kajinxi has to offer.
They are armored in the best armor Clan Shadow produces, with the weapons as well. I'm sure tales of our armors and weapons have reached Clan Ribarodo.
He bows and says, the reputation of Clan Shadow precedes you, of course. We hear many details about the quality of your armor as we purchase through our merchants in Clan Throne. Through the merchants from Clan Throne. You can roll a sense motive.
Yeah. Oh, fucking. I mean, it makes sense, but You know, listen, I don't hate Throne, all right? They're good guys, totally.
Let me
Copium.
real quick.
Yeah. Am I gonna have to keep a -2? Ha! I lose my -2. Finally, it's been like that forever.
You know that he's very diplomatically saying, "Oh, we've heard about you."
Yeah.
He just
If you
won't.
hear
He
it-
won't say it. He just says, through Clan Throne.
I see. You have 500. We may provide you with. I'm gonna have to check the cost of how much 500 people takes to armor them with armor or weapons real quick. Before I say I will be willing to armor them. It's 8 BP. That's 4. Clan Shadow would be willing to. Oh, times 5. I'm doing math, sorry. Clan Shadow would be willing to provide funds to arm your people with superior weapons. Mechanically, I'm offering I could pay them to give them superior weapons if they don't already have
How
it.
much is that for 500 people?
220 BP. That's like a huge. That's like a huge.
ridiculous amount of money.
Yes.
He will bow very deeply and say, "This is an offer that's I don't know if I am adequate to respectfully receive."
If it's against Clan Xingqing, the one who desired to destroy us in our infancy, then any funds will be given to your clan that we can spare, so we may stop their aggression and crush them in the future. They are enemies of a united Kajinxi.
He stands up from his deep bow and says, "Your gift is kind. This is more than boots on the field. This is something that will last generations, as each one of these warriors will pass on their blood stains, their nicks dented, and worn in, weapons, armors, shields, and the like, to those that's come after them, as we inherited from those that came before us."
He nods. Is your
Very
people armored?
generous, Warlord Tessa.
Are your people armored? In medium armor? Do you have that?
I believe all 500 of them. No, he would say some of our units are. I personally am not the general, as I had stated beforehand, but to recertify, I only command 200 soldiers.
Depending on how things go in the coming months, we may be able to provide your entire army with heavier armors for protection. I cannot provide you with the troops as other clans may, but we will be able to provide you with arms and armor that will last generations and defend your people for many years to come.
Bows again. He looks to
Being
see.
thrown.
He looks to see what Varix is able to offer. He doesn't look like expectantly, but he turns his attention to you, and I, as a DM, am turning the attention to you.
Yeah. Well, we cannot match what Shadow Tessel has offered you. But in time, what I am willing to do, we have our, like I said, own war to the south that we are fighting at the moment. My general is currently in the Barren Lands. So while I may be able to send you some troops, they will not come this month. What I can do is provide you with food and things to grow your army. I can provide more or less 3 consumption per month. Make your army bigger. You stand as a bulwark between Zin, Quinn, and the rest of us in the south.
He bows again and says, the general has dreams, so the war chief has dreams of doubling his army, of having a proper legion to serve beneath him. But we think that it would take near a year's time before we can gather the other 500 soldiers properly trained. We have already started this endeavor, though. We've already started recruiting, and we have well over 100 more recruits that will be entering in training soon. This is because we expect that we're going to have to be replacing members of the battlefield soon. Nonetheless, I appreciate the willingness to offer supplies, food, and the like. This is something that cannot be it's deep appreciation. And, of course, the equipment that I'll be bringing back with me. I do not wish to be presumptuous to either of the warlords that I'm so deeply honored to meet with. Warlord Varix, you had mentioned that it would behoove me to speak with Warlord Kushibashi as well. What is the likelihood that this warlord is here in kind, or here as well? I said as well twice.
Unfortunately, I'm not holding a meeting of warlords at the moment. It is only with fortune that Shbeta Tesla is here.
He bows deeply again and says, I'm sorry, it was too much for me to ask anyways. It would be an honor for me to take the time to travel to his lands.
The roads are safe and quick.
Have your treasurer reach out to mine, and we'll formalize the support we can offer. I think 3 BP for the next 6 months, and we will renegotiate at that time.
He bows.
Hold firm. Zinquin treacherous.
I will be
If
heading.
we are to send troops to aid you, would you be able to send enough word in advance for us to travel them to your lands later, or would they need to be raised now?
He shakes his head and says, I will not presume to advise as to what to do with your offerings. If you're asking whether or not we need them in this moment, the answer is no. War has not yet been proclaimed, but I'm sure as soon as it is, you will hear of it. There will be...
Don't fall to their bait. They will try and bait you. They will try possibly poison. And then when you retaliate, they may bring their army. Be careful. And watch them closely. And watch those around you as well.
Bows.
I look to Varix and I kind of whisper in his ear. Do you believe this is an endeavor where the stones may be used to benefit us?
No.
I nod.
Like I said, he bows. He says, I take your words, your wisdom of generations with me as I travel. I'll be heading north and west to the lands of Warlord Kushibashi, and I will stop by the capital of Clan Shado on the way home to pay honor to Warlord Shado in my travels. Also,
I will have
put the
your
shit on
first
the way,
shipment. I will have your first shipment waiting in Shadowlands.
Bows.
Yeah.
Oh, he's dismissed.
God, why'd you do that? Now I'm spending so much money.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Hey, taxes are light, but you know, I'll just have to tax myself, doubling my taxes anyway.
The clan just wanted to. The clan just wanted you to you know.
Send armies worth way more consumption.
Yeah. We don't have that army to send, and not only that, it's a good start to building a united. I'm not gonna say it, but yeah,
United Kajinxi. United Kajinxi, okay? We care about uniting all of Kajinxi.
Yeah.
And that may mean stepping on the north to tell them to stop being, annoying and trying to crush the South. Okay.
Jake, why are you
Well,
throwing
this
so
is-
much shade
hey,
at the
this
South?
is-
What's the wrong? What's wrong with Vikings?
Listen. All right.
I mean, Vikings great, but I mean, largely this audience is probably American, so I got to watch
There was-
what I say.
There was a Northern German Confederation back in history. We just said Southern Kajinksi Confederation.
Alright, yeah.
Let's just avoid the word confederation.
Well, that's historically what it would be called, right? Independent states that are united together.
Oh.
Yeah, cooperative federation, some would call it.
That just means you're the deep South Viking. We say different things about people from the deep South. That's
True.
like,
all right. Never
that's
go to
like-
Alabama.
yeah, Alabama, Mississippi, Missouri. Like,
Um.
wait, Missouri?
Well, no.
No, not
Well,
Missouri.
Missouri kind of.
Is Missouri
kind
as bad? Oh, wait, no, Missouri is as bad. Yeah. Like,
There's
Right.
bloody Kansas. There's a whole thing.
like, dang, 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 dang. I'm pretty sure that was
Yeah,
Missouri.
are we talking literacy rates? Because Missouri's in there.
Where did
Oh,
Deliverance
God.
take place? What state was that? I think that was Missouri. I'm gonna Google it. Where
Is that
did
was that Jake's other event?
Deliverance take place?
Yeah,
No.
so I'm assuming
That
that's
was-
No, sorry, that was
New
Georgia. That was Georgia. That makes sense too. I mean, you hang out with Joey for like 10 minutes and you're like, but ding, 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 ding.
You changed my nickname, you bastard.
What? What are you talking about? It's Celsior.
No, and the Discord.
Did I?
Yes. Someone did. I don't know who else has name changing privileges.
Weird. Okay.
Sad face.
All right. So, anyways, weirdo. So, you guys, where were we?
Well, that was Jake's event. Does he
Yeah,
have a
well
random one?
Yeah, that wasn't Jake's other event. I think he had the Jake.
That
You
wasn't
said
his.
Yeah, Misumi has to make just an advisor check. She's just trying to find information, more or less, in the libraries and the temples, wherever she can look to try and match up with what the picture Pete gave her and find out any information she can about it.
you said it, so I had to copy it. I had to copy it real quick. Just don't
Someone
check.
else. You had to change it. Who changed?
Just don't check Zoom.
I don't care. Okay.
That'd be funny if you went into a school call with that though, and it was like a math
Well,
class. A math
This isn't my
class.
school account, so.
All right, so
All right,
anyways,
so
back to you.
I'm gonna make
Jake.
that check, I guess.
Yeah. She's doing the advisor check, and this is to get information about.
The picture Pete gave her, is
Oh, that's
She's
right.
concerned
so,
about
so this is this an advisor check or is this like a personal check? This is more of a personal thing while she's up there, right? Yeah, this is a personal
wouldn't
thing.
this
Her advisor
that
thing while
be
she was up
advisor?
there was her doing the thing with what's her face with your tax collector.
I mean, yeah, but what's
To-
the difference? You know what I
Well,
mean?
to be
Well,
clear,
she's a character. She's a full-fledged character with like skills and whatnot. She'd be able to utilize that or any personal class abilities with this too. What's up, sir?
Okay.
So I'm gonna open her character sheet. Go ahead, sir.
she probably, being from the north, would know she could hire scholars to research information for her, like what Tesla did. So that's probably what you want to do.
She gets higher with scholars.
It probably makes sense because I could see somebody being frustrated in Dentro lands doing research because they're like, this library is all picture books.
Not wrong.
All right, so let's see. Masumi is going to make a skill check to try to learn some stuff up there.
She does very well.
She puts out a decent performance, pretty decent performance. Certainly catches the attention of people that might want to assist her.
Probably roll diplomacy, see if they'll, help her out.
But scholars are really actually cheap, so it's
So-
not really that.
So specifically, she's trying to find out about. We all know that this is a knowledge planes check, and she does have a rank in it, so she's able to roll. The question is she allowed to spend gold pieces, or do you want her to try to use her charm and wiles to try to get aid from someone else?
Yeah, well, she would know within herself, like this is something she has no idea about. So the whole reason of going to the north and why she was so wanted like to agree was she wants people to help her.
Yeah.
She wants to find out.
But does
Like,
she want people to
she's
help her
more-
because of money or because of her convincing?
I find.
Why not both?
Yeah, why not both? Yeah, sure. She can spend some of her gold. I don't know how much it costs though.
Or it's pretty cheap.
So I was going to look it up for you really quickly. In the meanwhile,
I'm pulling up the higher link sheet.
why don't you go ahead and roll that diplomacy check then while you're waiting for him to do that?
Higher links.
So she's spending gold and trying to get people to help her.
It's 15 gold per day.
Oof.
Draw the two.
Trash roll.
Still
But
a
she's also
32.
+2 to interact with high members of society in Kajinksi.
I put that in there.
Oh, really?
Yep.
So you just assume all high members of society, all checks are against high members of society?
Well, I assumed that these. Look, she talks to mostly other clan leaders. All right, so it's a temp modifier that I'll take out if I need to.
No problem. Okay, so and if you assume she's gathering information, that's a 35 for her check when rolling a 2. That's not a broken character. Anyways, so she is going to.
She is also level 9. Let's be real.
Yeah,
She's also
but
level 9.
in D&D, if you can consistently roll a 30 or higher, which she does, you eventually catch the attention of extraplanar beings. Is like one of the things it says in the books.
Well, maybe
Well,
she's about to. You know what I mean?
I gotta-
She's researching things.
I got a 25 in diplomacy actually, so I'm close to that number.
So anyways, she goes around and tries to find people to assist her in this endeavor. She absolutely is able to find out like the best library to look into, who in high society has like bits of secret knowledge that otherwise shouldn't necessarily be around. She's able to maintain a good bit of she's able to discover a good bit of resources to do some research in. That being said, how much gold do you want to spend? How many days worth of research do you want to be done into this? Or how many people do you want to spend it on?
So how much is it supposed to be? 15 gold a day?
Per person.
She
Correct.
will spend until she leaves. So you know what? She's going to spend, I don't know, 500.
So how long were they up there for?
I don't know.
Um,
What do you think?
That's
know.
33 days worth of
No,
people.
she can have a bunch of people, right? You said.
Yeah, I was saying 33 days worth of people.
okay, 33 days worth of people. Let's assume she can't do everything the whole time because she has to spend time with other peoples and whatnot as well.
Well, yeah,
She has
but the
other
sages work
responsibilities.
independently.
Sure, but they're aiding her. So let's assume, I was at 33.
You could just do. We could just do 4 people for 8 days if you're up there for 8 days.
what I'm getting to.
Oh,
So,
okay.
so yeah.
Well, be slow, okay?
So she'll be able to have several people help her, or a few. I call 4 a few people help her a day every day for a while. Yeah, 3 or 4 is a few. 1 is 1, a couple is 2 or 3,
No.
a few is 3 or 4,
No, a couple is 2.
2 or 3.
No,
If I said I had a couple of beers, I may have had 3.
that was a few beers. You're wrong. Holy, you're just wrong.
If I had a few beers, I would have had 3
we're
or
not having
4.
this. We're not having this, okay? But you're just wrong. Objectively.
If I had several beers, it's 7 or more.
No.
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
Scott, you don't know how you don't know how English works.
Let it go,
doesn't matter.
Sel. Let it go.
I am. I'm letting it go.
Let's
I'm letting
keep
it go.
going.
I'm
It was
sorry.
5 or 6. It's more than a few.
Stop. Just go, Scott.
All right. Moving on. You don't know simple math. We discussed this beforehand. Back to game. So you sir are gonna go ahead and roll me her knowledge. Don't say it yet. Her knowledge.
She doesn't have to roll.
Her knowledge check. But before you make that roll, she's gonna get from each of those scholars a +2. So you're gonna add a +8 to her roll. But then on top of that, because of her high gather information, she's able to get her hands on materials that otherwise wouldn't be accessible. Give me 2 seconds actually to pull that up real quick. So that's okay. So this is going to make it so it is far more accessible materials, which affects the DC. Why don't you go ahead and roll me her knowledge check with that +8 and understand that the DC has been set. Boom. It's pretty solid. That's a really high roll. Even if okay, cool. That's even higher roll. She's wicked. Hi, man. Anyways, so let me just clickety clackety right there. Okay, well that's just a whole bunch of stuff I didn't expect. Scrolling up for a second. I needed here it is. I'm trying to just find out the details for you so I can shell them out to you. Well, let me say this. She gets the details. When she returns home, she can deliver the details to you.
Yeah,
How-
she's not returning home.
She will eventually.
Yeah, but she's going straight to Shader.
Yeah, but for how long?
No, she's
Oh,
bringing
we'll
the information to me.
We'll deal. She more or less. She hasn't even brought any of this up with Varix. This is all on her own. She's dealing with.
Understood that. That's
stuff,
definitely.
So she'll go
I'm
to Shadowfest.
definitely happy we did this as an individual person roll then. Okay. And then when she gets to Shado, we can have her, which will be during your event phase. We can have her talk about this. Okay.
Yep.
All right, cool. But she definitely succeeds, no question. Has a lot of details for you.
Oh,
God.
good.
We're dealing with planner shit. I don't like it. It's scary.
I think now I just have my check, right? The random event.
Let me just check and make sure there were no other events. I just want to confirm that. Because I believe there
Yep.
are no more, but I could be mistaken. We are in April, but I'm not hitting you with April because we didn't start.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be rude. Cell, however, can get hit with April.
God, I'm not excited.
Okay. I believe all of your shit is good. I just want to confirm one last spot just to make sure I'm not missing anything because unfortunately stuff does pop up. Hold on one second. Okay. I will approach that in a second. Let me just read something else. Let's see. No. This is no. No, that doesn't affect you directly. No, that doesn't affect you directly. Oh, that's right. You're supposed to meet with the Red Mongrel eventually. You had that conversation, and they're going to go do that work for you that we already discussed how it happened, how it played out, and how it was like crazy awesome.
Yeah.
No. 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 Almost done. No. That's already on its way. No. No. Almost there. No. That's from I have to ask somebody a question real quick. One second. Okay, and then there's no no. No. Okay, so I think this is it. Cool. So, while I'm waiting to hear back about that thing, let me say this. Are you, so what's the name? Vienna? Hearing about, like, what had happened, because I imagine, obviously, you filled in your, advisors on what it is that you're doing, how much money you're giving, because the treasurer has to, like, take according to that. You talk about that in your meeting, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yep.
Okay. Vienna would say to you, Warlord, all I need is 20 good men. If you can give me 20, I can help out this small clan. You've had me do talks. You've had me stand and learn. But I am a warrior. If you give me 20 that are willing and able to fight, I will make sure that this Zin Quinn suffers for their ways. I could even go so far as to put a bit of a disguise on us. I am not Clan Densho, and we will not be easily seen as Clan Densho.
Oh, I will train you 20 men.
She nods.
We'll talk about this more when they're ready to go.
If I may be, she says, if I may ask, how long?
Well, I'm going to do a recruitment edict next month, Vienna. So, next month.
None can be spared from the fight to the south.
I mean, there's the ogres. I could spare the ogres, but not the not Urzog's army. That
She shakes her head and says, "No. If we were training new recruits for this, I expect less than 20 to return. Cutting teeth is a difficult process."
They will. Look, they'll be elites. All right, I'm training elites for you.
She actually looks genuinely surprised, and she says she actually will sit up because now she realizes you're taking her seriously as you're talking about like the quality of soldiers. You probably wouldn't say the word elite, right? But the quality of soldiers they are. She sits up and says, "Then, Warlord, I would like to offer this then. My mother has provided for me 20 Kamatori to use as necessary. These elites, can you
Just
be
realized
sure?
where they came from.
Can you be sure that they are competent in the saddle?"
I'll be sure they're competent in the saddle. Don't worry. Personally, I'll make sure personally.
Oh,
That's funny.
Uh,
So Jake just got a flip for army with mounted units.
not exactly.
Well, free mounts technically, in a way.
Not exactly. It's for Vienna to use as needed.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, let's not get it twisted here. The men are mine. They're under her command. They're my men.
For now.
that is how it is.
They are.
Does Vienna have leadership yet?
No. We're level 6, I think is what we made the characters as.
Let me check. Hold on. Does Vienna have leadership? What's that say? Dynasty founder? Can have how many level 2 followers? Oh.
Not enough to matter anything. They're worse than you could have like 6. At max, you could have 12.
Anyways, so
And if they die in combat, you suffer some penalties.
let's tell you suffer some penalties. All right.
I always do.
Jake, she offers that to you, and now it's your random kingdom roll because she's offering to go whenever you're ready.
Yeah.
She will take them and go riding. So keep that in mind when you're training, whatever you're training. Okay.
Yep.
And don't forget, all these army people, you want to stat out one character sheet to represent the army's base.
Okay.
I
All
think me and Jake decided that they're gonna just be full monks.
Viking,
They're gonna know how to ride now, so these are different.
Viking, I know you care about that. Oh, Nick. I think the other two know. Nick. Did you know that your advisors got a new ability since last session?
No, I did not.
Open up Tan's Scrate. And look under his advisor abilities under additional and just bloop that button.
All right.
I think it's called like find a way or something like that. Or get it done or something like
Get
that.
it done. Let's get it done.
There you go, get it done.
Oh, Scott, that reminds me actually. I have people surveying the south. You're supposed to the Barrenlands. I need to know the thing this turn.
Okay. Just give Nick a moment to read that because he might like that. For the rest of the chat that doesn't know what this is, with Get It Done, you're allowed to complete 3 months of kingdom work in only 1 month's time. Just automatically 3 months are done. You have to pay the full BP cost to make all the appropriate checks as normal as the 3 months passed, but you have 3 months instantly done. For the various advisors that have this ability, which are the Patreon supported created advisors, they have to, whatever it is that they're getting done has to be something that is relevant to their position. So I was saying, like, for instance, a library could be crafted for a curator, but like any building could be done for a warden who uses architecture and engineering. An army could be done for a general, or exploration for a marshal, or even a bunch of spies for spy info from a spy, but whatever it might be. It just has to make sense for whichever advisor is using this ability. All right, cool.
Nice.
Cool. So as you're planning out your things, but back to you, Jake. You were actually supposed to learn a bunch of shit recently, weren't you?
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So let's get you a tad bit of information. Let me click over here real quick. Click here. Clackety there. Clickety clackety there. Boom. Okay. So how far down were they exploring? Do you recall?
I really don't remember. I don't know.
Was it 1
Viking
month of
remembers.
exploration?
I think it was 1 month. Yeah.
To get all updated information over 1 month? And did we make the skill checks to make sure that they were going to be okay or not?
I don't think.
I don't think
so.
we
Wait,
did.
This
but
was.
remember, this was supposed to be the
from
goblins.
The last one. Yeah. I honestly can't remember.
Okay, so I don't think they did. So you have to make your goblin checkities. So this is going to be you rolling your camouflage, which they have a disgustingly high bonus to camouflage.
Okay. Yeah. You just tell me what I'm rolling.
Was this specifically the goblins that you were having go down there, right? And that's why I was like,
hired goblins. It's not my goblins. I had to pay for them.
yeah. But
hired
it was
them,
something that was an offer
goblins,
because of the
yeah.
other goblins. Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay, cool. Why don't you go ahead and make the camouflage check?
Okay. What is the camouflage check?
It's based off a goblin army. So if you look at your goblin army, you'll see the basic details for that. And in the meanwhile, oh wait, hold on. Is it? Let me just double check this. Also, can you ask somebody in chat to roll a D100, please?
Viking.
Did
The
you-
goblin army I have is stealth of 12.
Oh, it's a stealth check. So explorers have the same chance of random encounters and other dangers as you travel through explored hex. That's right. So they rolled a 78 on the. Okay. Okay. So we have you and where are you? There we go. There was a 78. Okay. So the goblins do come across a problem. They come across a problem on their way. Down in the Barren Lands, they come across as they were traveling along the eastern border, close to the woods. They had to deal with Cell roll me 2d6, Nick roll me 1d4. That's how many gnolls and hyenas they came across. And there's a small number of goblin explorers that you sent. So Jake, you have to roll their stealth check. The stealth for the average goblin, I believe you have on your goblin army, don't you not?
Yeah, it says 12.
You don't have to do that for the explorers. You can just use the average for the creature, not the army rules. Army rules is worse than just the average stealth check.
Goblin. Bestiary goblin. Here we go. Goblins usually roll plus 10 stealth. Go ahead, sir. Roll your plus 10 stealth.
It's worse.
Well, yeah, but armies work differently.
Crushed it. Absolutely annihilated that roll. So you definitely are able to have your goblins sneak past the first encounter. That's the first third of their trip because of how dangerous it is traveling into the Barren Lands. Cell asks somebody else to roll a D100. Nick asks somebody else to roll the third D100.
Who's in chat?
Snake, why don't you roll?
I guess Joey, you can roll for me.
So Joey's number 2, Snake is number 3. And here comes the rolls. Joey rolled a 37. Oh, this is an interesting one. Okay. So this is a very interesting one for the goblins encountered this time. Yeah. So, Jake, the goblins come across another creature. With this one, you actually aren't rolling a stealth check. The goblins wouldn't instinctively hide from this thing. These are actually intelligent goblins, but they still know it. These, intelligent, right? Goblins, which we all keep discussing how very rare that is. Right? We haven't seen goblins for the first couple of years of watching Aurorum, right? Or playing Aurorum. That being said, this creature is something that they would definitely approach. For this, Jake, I need you to roll me a loyalty check. But you're dealing with goblins that actually aren't a part of your kingdom. So you're going to roll me a loyalty check with a -4, I think. Let me confirm that. No.
Did you say loyalty -4?
Yeah, no. It's going to be a loyalty minus, I think, 10. What is your loyalty?
High.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Why do you guys bitch so much in your campaign when you have auto succeed on every one of your kingdom rolls? Look
Look at my stats!
I can't
This just
lose.
happened to me, thank you.
I can't
68,
lose, but I gotta
68.
complain about everything.
I have,
But that wasn't true to like the last couple turns.
Roll me a
I
natty
have
1.
failed. I've failed almost every loyalty check I've been asked to make. So
I think, Scott, you're the one complaining about it.
All right. Looks like you beat your loyalty check.
Yep.
But you didn't blow it out of the water, which was the other thing that could have happened. So the short version is when you come back, you'll find out that the goblins actually encountered a bar guest. They had a friendly encounter with a bar guest, and the bar guest actually almost recruited them to join their ranks, but they actually declined because they seem to like the setup that they currently have at home. Okay.
Mhm.
And then where's I don't think the other one ever rolled. Who wants to roll that third one? Choose somebody else in chat.
boy, who else is lurking? Go ahead, Viking.
And here's the third and final roll, and then we get the information from out that way. A 19. I won't lie. This one is actually not that bad. It is actually going to be encountering more or less a whole bunch of insectoids, like a swarm of insectoids that happen to exist out in that way. This is actually a pretty easy, what is it, +10 to your stealth? This is a pretty easy stealth check to avoid. What's your grand total there? An 18? Yeah, you absolutely are able to avoid it. That's not even an issue whatsoever. Like, you definitely are able to avoid it entirely. So, no concerns whatsoever there. So that being said, you are then going to want to do your actual investigation into what's going on in the south. Now, how much down there can you actually see?
Just like one
Part
X
of one
in
star.
front of- Yeah.
Yeah, which makes sense that you can't really see too much down in that area. But either way, so they're going to go and gather you a whole bunch of information and make their way back to the camp, avoiding, of course, the dangers that are happening down there as they're doing so. Let me actually bring one of your little viewing points down. I think everybody can see from here. Let me just check. Cell, does this update your ability to see?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see that down there?
Yeah.
All right, cool. By the way, did everything get dark up there?
Yeah, everything went gray after you moved it.
Yeah.
I was refreshing the page to see if it was just that.
That was weird.
Oh, if you refresh the page, it fixes it. So I did. But yeah. Ooh, okay, interesting. I mean, not gonna lie.
Hold on, I'm not done down there. I'm just sorry.
No, I just I'm kind of already spoiled on the information.
Okay, so dynamic lighting. Let me increase the amount of vision this thing has. Vision regular, dark vision. Let's give it 24, 25, whatever. Boom. Okay.
Ooh.
So now I can see significantly more. They travel down. Oop, sorry, grab the wrong thing. Grab the orc. Yeah, there we go. Fucking star keeps getting in my way. There we go. That's what you're able to see down there. Did you gather all that or no?
Yeah, I seen it.
Okay, so you saw that there's a bunch of clans that
Yeah.
happen to be down here, like a ton of clans happen to be down in that area. And it's one of those, you're like, well, they're getting restless, aren't they? I'm going to try doing it like this to fix the problem for myself. There we go. That does fix the problem for me. They're getting restless, aren't they?
Refreshing the page fixes the grayness.
I unfortunately can't really refresh it because that would alter my overlay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But that's okay. I'm going to make it so those stars continue to be visible to you. Okay, sir?
Yep.
All right. So anything you want to do with that information you just discovered or no?
Not now. We'll talk about it probably, I guess, next Kingdom roll.
Okay. What the hell just happened? Oh, mother effer. Okay, hold on. Oh, shit. It's back. Oh, shit. It's back. There we go. I think that made more visible to you. It's back. That was weird, but okay. There we go. All right. Yeah, that showed a bunch more for you, and let me just get the rest of the ones that you had seen. It just got weird for a second there.
Yeah, I have to go because I actually have an appointment I've got to get to right now. But Joey, can you roll me the random event chance? If it's 1 to 25, I have an event, which I'll have to deal with later.
So Joey rolled 26 or higher.
Yeah. Here we go. No event.
So we said that to 75%, and you leave.
Beautiful. All right. Thanks, guys. Sorry I can't stay longer. I just have somewhere I have to be, unfortunately.
You do what you got to do, man.
All right. I will. Is Inclement on this week, Scott?
Yes. Let's say yes.
Okay. Good. Yep. All right.
Au revoir.
We'll see you Wednesday then. Bye.
Okay, let's move some things around real quick. Bum, 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 bum. Naren's where he's supposed to be. He is not. I can move you guys, don't worry. So, yeah. Nick, did you finish leveling up everybody that you needed to?
I think so.
Cool. Is it your turn next, Nick?
It is Cell's turn next.
Yeah.
Do we have to?
No, but we do. It's how it's fate. It's how it's set up.
Do you want to let Nick take your turn for you?
No, no. Have you seen his rolls?
I can roll, so I can.
My rolls are bad, but his are terrible.
Chat, what do you think about Nick rolling Cell's rolls for him?
I refuse on principle.
I'm not a principal. I'm a student, and I'm still learning. Chat, what do
No,
you
you're
guys
not.
think? I've completed my learning, and now your learning is complete. Cell would crumble if Nick rolled.
True. I'm holding on by threads. Okay.
He strays on the edge of a blade.
All right. I guess I'll make sure my stats are lined up and roll stability. I can't fail. Do I even have to roll?
I mean, yes, because it keeps the dice random.
That's not how that works.
It is.
Clan Shadow abilities 55, 55, 43, 70. Cool. Upkeep phase. Good time to get the low rolls out.
Okay. So your unrest reduces by what, 1?
Yep, so I have 7 now
I
instead of
know
8.
I know I can make that go back up. I've got a couple of event ideas for you, so don't worry.
You can't continue just throwing me on rest because you feel like it.
Not because I feel like it, because things are going sideways in your kingdom. So it's not like I just pick on you. Nick's kingdom's about to go up in smokes. He's going to be called the Ashen Orc for a different reason.
You gave me so much unrest and pain last session.
You have the Ashen Orc, like the actual bloodline Ashen Orc. You have the Ashen Orc as his soul is crumbling to ash. You have the Ashen Orc as his fucking kingdom's in flames.
Whoa.
Like,
hey, if I'm an Ashen Orc, it's because I've united the two, okay? Because I'll obviously get rid of one if I'm going to die.
You don't know that. All right, so
I do know that. Wait, it's my choice. It's my bodily autonomy. Or my soul? I don't know. I don't know how that works. So now I get to, is this assignment phase?
This is after you hold on, not edicts. Let me go back one more, and we go down to upkeep. So after you rolled stability, you pay consumption, which you already did probably.
No, I have not yet. I'll
Pay
do
your
it now.
4.
Well, I don't pay this month.
Huh?
I haven't been talked to yet by the.
Oh
by the
yes.
dudes. I forgot to turn it off.
Okay, so
I pay
you fill your what's it called? If you have
granary.
a granary, you fill it up with 4.
Yep, I do have a granary to be filled up by 4 actually, exactly.
Cool. Boom. Done. After that, you fill magic item slots. Do you have any open ones?
Let's check. I don't think so.
After that's a loyalty check to reduce your unrest. It's definitely a good idea. Something you need to get done. Why don't you go ahead and roll your loyalty check?
I'm not.
Go ahead and roll your loyalty check.
No.
So.
Rolling a loyalty check where I have to roll with like 40% chance of success is stupid.
Nick, do you think he should go big or go home?
No, because if I fail, I have a permanent -1 to my loyalty instead of a temporary -1 to my loyalty.
Nick, what's your opinion on this matter?
I
I think Cell's being kind of baby soft.
I don't need Nick's opinion on this because
All right, this doesn't count. Why don't you roll just so we see where the way it would land?
I refuse. We will.
You
continue
refuse
on.
to click the button even though it doesn't count. It definitely doesn't count no matter what.
Well, because I'll have regret if I succeed, so I'm not doing it.
It definitely will not count.
I'm not clicking the button.
Oh.
And if you roll it, it doesn't count. It doesn't mean anything.
I mean, I know it doesn't count. I'm saying it doesn't count. All right, let's
Okay.
see.
If I roll it, so I'll roll it so we can continue instead of you waiting here. All right. Wow, I would have failed. Good thing I didn't click it, right?
Just saying.
It's almost like I needed a 11 to succeed.
All right. Hey, you got 2 low rolls out of the way though. That's good news. All right.
1.
Next up is edict phase. Are you signing any leaders? Making any changes?
Yeah, Tessel is gonna add 10 to my economy now.
Oh, yeah, that's right. This is the month where it officially hits you.
I was debating between stability to get an 80 something stability, but I don't think I need that much stability. I think the economy will be useful in the coming days.
Okay, if you say so.
I do say so.
We'll see what happens. So after that, you're going to claim or abandon any hexes, sir. Your stability is so friggin' high, I might as well just claim hexes.
You move the map, I think.
Nope.
Well, look at the hills. They're scratched.
Where?
The bottom. Here. You move this bottom section. It shifted a bit.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Look, right here.
Like,
These hills. This hex. Do I need to send you a screenshot? Are you blind?
I don't see what your mine are arranged perfectly. Send the screenshot, sure. Oh, and then all of a sudden the dynamic lighting died on me. I'm waiting for him to do the screenshot because it's not
I
affecting me
did.
in the least
It's,
bit.
it's in Kajinxi chat.
Oh, is it? Oh, sorry. I didn't realize I was still in DMs. Yours looks that way. Mine does not. Yeah.
Wow. They're both right, I guess.
Okay. Just a glitch.
Refresh. Fixed it. Cool. I need farms. All right, I can claim some hexes, can't I?
What are you claiming?
I can claim 3 hexes. Do I want 3 hexes then? I guess I'll do it. All right, I'll claim 3 hexes. These 2 planes, and this planes.
You gonna grab all 3? Are you gonna build
Yeah.
farms all 3 instantly? I don't know why the fuck the dynamic lighting keeps dying. It's really annoying. So you're
It's
gonna
happening.
claim all
Yeah.
farms in all 3 instantly?
Yeah, so that's 3 BP per, right? So it's 9 BP. So I'll mark that on my sheets.
I have to make sure this is actually functioning. I can't even see to see if I made it the right way because it broke on me again.
16 farms.
Apparently I copied the wrong farms. Hold on. Delete. I gotta copy this one. Copy. Paste.
Man, I would still have my tax is 10.
Okay. There you go. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, you good to go there? Anything else you need to do, sir? You bought 3 farms. You did 3 terrain improvements. 3 lands. You did 3 terrain improvements. Did you add the 3 farms and planes to
I
your
did.
building?
Yep, it's all added up.
So your size is 34 now?
Yeah,
You're almost the same size as Quinn.
true.
All right. Now it's
Yeah, I'm done claiming hexes.
okay. Any other terrain improvements? You've only done 3 so far. I think you could do 5.
No, the rest of my money's for buildings and the other thing.
Okay. I'm not sure what other thing you're referring to. Let's keep going. After that is going to be, did you want to add any, what do they call it, districts?
Yes, I do actually.
Right? Wasn't that,
Oh,
is
then
that
I can't-
considered a terrain improvement?
I think is that a claim?
Is it terrain improvement? I'm pretty sure.
Oh, cool. Then, yep, I'm doing 1 district in my capital.
Yeah. In your big capital or because is Pete in your house? Isn't Pete getting a house and you're like, hold on where I build it?
Infinitario, yeah.
Okay. So did you grab in this land? Oh, is that what you're
Yeah,
referring to as your capital?
For now, yeah. It's the
Oh,
it's the current
I
capital.
I was thinking of when you say capital, I was thinking of your mountain place. Okay.
No, because it's the future capital.
Yeah, I got you. The future is now. So, all right, Pete's mansion is going to be able to be started now, as previously suggested. So they weren't able to properly build it before, but now they can start building it with their normal timers that would go on there.
Yeah, so it's whatever something is 1 month after this one.
Okay, perfect. And then obviously you get the full benefit of it, but it's Pete's home.
No, I don't. Jake does.
That's right. My apologies. It's Jake's what's it called?
It's his embassy.
Embassy, which increases his consumption and whatnot. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Moving on. After that is going to be your buildings. So let's start with Finitaro since we're here. What are we doing in Finitaro?
Well, first I have to subtract. I have a lot less.
Looks like
BP than-
your shop is finishing right now.
Yeah, I spend 10 BP. All right. So I have I guess I have no bank BP because I'm gonna be spending that. So I actually have 0 bank BP. Paid my consumption or paid my expenses off, and I paid the 20 BP for the dude's superior weapons.
Okay, beautiful. You're paying 4 BP to finish up the shop. You're paying 6 BP to get another month taken off of your garrison.
Yep. Shop is done.
Yep. And then you have Adioke.
That's the only buildings that we're going.
Yep. No buildings are being done there. Skull.
So
Nothing's being built
No.
in Skull, and that's your only 3
So-
towns. Cool.
Yep, I am setting up
By the way, you
a.
have another 2 granaries, by the way.
Oh, well, forgot those existed.
You won't.
Well, I won't be able to fill them ever with the tax.
Oh, stop whining. All right.
It's 10 consumption.
Anything else you're building, sir? Any buildings you're starting?
Yeah, I'm starting a caster's tower for Lenny.
Whoa, hold up. Who said you got access to a caster's tower?
It's a building I can build inside here.
Caster's tower is a pretty unique building. Let me look at this first.
It's not that good, and it's made for Lenny, a caster from the Arcane Congress.
Let me look at this. It also allows for 5 magic items.
Yeah, but I could build like 5 shrines and have access to 5 magic items.
I don't know if it's city specific. I'm looking right now.
It's not. It's town.
Is it? You sure?
I'm like 100% sure.
Like 100% sure is not 100% sure.
I am 100% sure. I'm looking at it right now.
Okay, there we go. It does say town. All right. So 6 BP a month for 6 months. 36
It's half
BP
off.
total. Okay. How'd you get half off, by the way?
Academy.
Cool. So it's 6 BP. So 3 BP a month for 6 months.
Yep, and Lenny is upfronting the cost of that.
So Lenny has what? 9 BP total.
He has 11.
11. Okay, so he's covering the first 11 of that. So the first 3 and 2/3 months. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So the caster's tower is starting, and that's where you're putting it.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Let me double check. It's gonna be next to other stuff in the future, obviously. It's actually, yeah, I want it there.
Okay. Any other buildings you're starting, sir?
Yeah, I have 10 BP to spend on houses. Houses are 4, right?
Yes.
And a park is also 4, I think.
Yes.
And it gives -1 on rest.
I'm not sure if a park does, but definitely the houses do.
Yeah, park does as well. Cool. It gives +1 loyalty. So I will build actually mostly parks.
Sure. Where do you want to
Because-
build them? Around the caster's tower?
No.
Oh, you don't want to add like a buffer zone of safety for your people around the caster's tower?
No, the Caster's Tower is going to be near other stuff in the future.
Oh, listen. Oh, shit. Okay. Hi, Silencio. I did not expect
Here,
that big
okay.
number.
So park goes here. One park.
Maybe a park around Pete's
Once more
mansion.
with feeling.
You know.
No, I have a
his
plan,
nerves.
Scott. Why are you trying to butt into my planning?
Maybe a park over next to the temple.
No, I have it planned.
Once more with feeling.
The temple needs to expand into cathedral first of all, so it needs its
That
slots.
can expand south as well.
Yeah, that's the plan. The academy needs to expand into university.
Ah, understood.
Once more
I
with
I
feeling.
have I think planned out
But you can
for
have
a
a
reason.
park there until the university time comes.
That sounds like a waste of money.
It's 4 BP, and you need the loyalty.
Yeah, well, I don't need to
Once
build it
more
there. I
with
could build it
feeling.
anywhere else, Scott.
Finish building your parks. You said you do a bunch of them.
I am. Yeah. Well, I can only do 2.
Build your other
So,
park. I only see one.
Yeah, I'm building in Skull.
Once more with
Oh,
feeling.
gotcha. You put a park in Skull.
Yeah.
Where'd you put it?
Right above the granite.
Okay. So,
I haven't planned Skull out.
don't forget
but-
to add your parks in both Skull and Adioke, or sorry, Fenner Tower, just so you know.
Yep. Park 1. So these are improving my loyalty. I can't do it in Atayoki yet. I was gonna, but
Once
it's not in
more
town
with
yet.
feeling.
After that, it's going to be you're done with your buildings and so on and so forth. Did you spend all of your monies?
I spent most of it.
Okay. Now obviously you're going to spend money right now creating your army.
I was, but that's not gonna happen this month.
Okay, so obviously right now you're going to issue an edict to recruit people for your army. Jesus, Steve. Another 10? Is that my receipt? Holy shit, it is.
You obviously know I can't do this.
Okay. Okay, no problem. How big's your army?
Once more with feeling.
I have 150 at the moment.
It's a really big army.
Scott, I think you overestimate what clans could support in armies
Once more
without a
with
lot of
feeling.
prep time to build them up.
So after that is going to be income phase.
No. I get a free send false information
Once
to
more with
Skull.
feeling.
Or not Skull, Throne.
Why is it free?
Because that's what you told me to. You said I did.
Okay, I don't remember why though. Who's doing
More
this?
with
Uh,
feeling.
uh, I don't know. I have written on my thing free send false information next phase.
I believe you, but okay.
I
So
assume
let's
it's
pull up the
Italian.
rules.
I think it was because
Once
we
more
tracked
with
more of
feeling.
Throne spies and we gave them like more false
That's
information.
right. That's right. I think it was a critical success on a on a check made by What's Her Fluff.
Yeah. Atelia. Yeah. And I also we're gonna have a talk with her, I think, because she just tried to she almost got murdered.
All right, here we go. Espionage edict. You said spread false information. So
Yeah. I don't know if I even
Once
want to do
more
it.
with feeling.
I need to know what the things are here.
all right, I need you to go ahead and roll me an economy check. Hold on, wait. Let me just check real quick.
Once more with feeling.
Wait 1 second. No, none to all those. None to that one. Okay. Sabotage building. Spread rumors and scandal.
Once more with
Or foment unrest. Do you want to foment unrest, organize a crime spree, spread rumors and scandal, or sabotage a building? I assume the sabotage a building is a no-go.
Once more with feeling.
Jesus, Steve. So that was
I'll
the
probably-
last one with feeling.
I'll
you, sir.
do spread rumor and scandal, I think.
Okay. Your agents start a whispering campaign that breeds mistrust and gossip, reducing loyalty in society by 1, and also decreasing the target kingdom's fame and increasing its infamy by 1. Cool. You are going to
And-
go ahead.
And this DC is against is with my kingdom stats.
It's against your own kingdom DC, correct? So you're going to be going in there and spreading these rumors. So you're rolling against a 20. Sorry, against a 64.
Is that just because of a modifier for spread rumor?
Correct. I didn't even apply any additional modifiers.
Well, I should get bonuses because of the critical success
The
anyway.
critical success is the free roll.
Yeah. So no modifiers, right?
Spreading rumors usually costs you 1 + 1 d4 BP.
I'm aware, but there shouldn't be any penalties to this. Otherwise, I just won't
There's
do it.
there's no penalty. You're
Okay.
you're more or less automatically going to succeed.
Well, I'm rolling economy. I'm just rolling it. Success.
Remember,
Bullshit's the
everybody,
one
the
I'm
DC
gonna fail.
64.
Oh no. And then done. All right. Success.
All right. So if loyalty check succeeds, hold on. Take this back. Let's see. You must roll all 3 checks are successful. It's a great success. If 2 checks are successful, the mission meets its objectives, acquiring desired piece of information. If only 1 check is successful, it fails. If all 3 check fail, you're blah blah blah. In addition, if any check rolls a natural 1, they are caught even if they succeed. So the short version is they just simply succeed in what they did in spreading rumors and a scandal. Would you like to tell me what rumors or scandal they were spreading?
That they were it's a real scandal, all right? When they were selling chains to the broken chain to make false claims of imprisonment to other clans, something like that.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm sure Spy Master knows how to do it better than I, a layman. But you get what I'm trying to do.
Sorry about that. So you spread the rumor, more or less, with the broken chain people, so on and so forth, to cause a bit of unrest. More or less, they have to then deal with their own kingdom events because of it. They can't discover it was you, though, that it came from, unless they critically succeeded on their own thing. They can't discover it was you because you weren't caught, right? So if you failed, they would instantly know it was you, or almost definitely know it was you. There's rules for it. But unless they critically succeeded, there's no way that they would know it was you. They would just, there's rumors that they have to deal with, which is part of rulership.
And I want to lower their fame.
Yeah, which is what you're doing, and increasing their infamy, which
Well,
is what you're doing. Yeah,
I thought it was either or. Is it both?
it's both.
No, it says and also decreasing the kingdom's fame or increasing its infamy.
Oh, my apologies. So decreasing fame. My apologies.
Yeah, because I want to be more famous than them.
Of course. So you're like a backup.
deserve it.
You're like a backup dancer that's trying to, you know.
Well, I'll be the primary one soon.
That's exactly
the
what they
better-
say on the stage.
I have more skill than them. All right. They do more performances. Okay.
He's a rando
quantity.
dude trying to upstage, Justin Timberlake.
Except I do make better material. Okay. This is just a fact.
That's exactly what that
Universal.
guy says about Justin Timberlake. He wants you to check his demo album.
All right. Is it economy now?
So that was all three of those. So then it's going to be the economy phase.
Yeah. Right. Keep having to refresh my page so I can actually see the screen. All right. I'm putting in my new stats. 38, 74. Okay. I'll roll the luck now, I guess. 3. Huge.
Okay, yeah, this is where he gets all the monies.
Potato, 3 from luck. Taxation normal. Bonus BP is 9. Oh, so close to the 20.
Would you roll natural, 18, 19?
19.
19, gotcha. Beautiful.
Alright, cool.
Oh, yeah,
So I
wow.
have.
You said so close to
41.
20, but it's nowhere near on the die. Just numerically, it was close.
Well, that's what I was talking about. Okay, we always talk about numerically normally. We talk about both actually, depending on the context. There we go. It's my taxes. I collect 39 BP. I'm at 41 now.
Anything else you're doing with
So
the
ne-
economy phase?
No, I can't take out money to get Jorman to start making stuff. Or Lenny actually at this point. He has craft magic item or craft wonders that we need to use and craft he can craft magic weapon and armor now actually.
Well, yeah, he can do the weapon side because obviously Jorman's already better at the armor side, so he can help with the
Yeah.
weapon side. He usually is too fucking busy to craft anything. Let's be clear. Lenny can't waste his time crafting shit.
It takes like a day to craft stuff.
Yeah,
or two.
but he's got lots of additional responsibilities. If you give him any kingdom roles, any advisor tasks, he can't do anything.
yeah, well, it could be advisor task for the month to produce items.
Sure, could be, or other more important things.
Yeah,
All right. Before we go into doing all of your events, do you guys want to just take a quick second so I can go pee and grab a drink? Nick, are you ready to give him all the best of advices?
Yeah.
In July.
Because next session will be walking in with you, and if you want, you can take the whole session. You can start and end with just you. I mean,
Oh, I think I will. Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff coming your way. I mean, a lot of things happened recently on your last session. So, I mean, like what transpired inside the forests and what had transpired outside of the forests. We got a lot of stuff coming your way, obviously, right? I'm curious to see how you navigate through that. RP wise, not just die rolls, like die rolls, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
RP wise. So, all right, give me 2 seconds. You boys want to do a waste screen or you want to sit here and blather at yourselves?
You can do a waste screen. I need to
Perfect.
run to the restroom.
Cool, let's do that. Be back in 2 seconds. Right back, everybody.